uh, 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 uh. Mm-mm. Wow. Oh, many people already. Hi. Just give me 5 minutes, okay? Let me share the link on my Facebook group. 안녕하세요, 여러분. Do you guys like my uniform? Give me 5 minutes, okay? Talk with other people. Introduce yourself. Can you guys hear me well? That's good. That's good. Okay, then. I need to check my voice. So, okay guys, 17 people are watching my video. I really appreciate it, always. Because I think my video is not that good, but I'm so happy you guys love my channel. Okay, so I know you guys wanna ask me a lot of questions, but before we start, today I would like to talk about Korean Army. So in Korea, we have to serve 2 years, like a military service. So, I mean, it has been like shortened a lot. I heard nowadays, they need to serve 1 year and 6 months only. I mean, it is still long, but compared to when I served, it is much shorter, right? I was in the army for 1 year and 10 months. 1 year and 10 months, yes. About 2009 year. The year is 2009. 2009 to 2011. That's pretty long, right? I had to live in the base like for 2 years, almost 2 years. So, wow, it was such a tough time. You know, in the base, my room was really, I mean, not that big, and I had to share the room with how many it was like 18 people. 18, 1-8. Can you believe you have to sleep with 18 guys like every night? And I'm a really sensitive person, so if there is even one person who snores next to me, I cannot sleep. But there were 18 guys, like we are always tired after the training, and obviously at least 2 or 3 of them snored every night. Anyway, yeah, so today I want to talk about Korean Army. I'm introducing for whom just joined my live streaming. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna tell you step by step. So if you have any question about Korean Army, like it doesn't need to be Army, like just any question is welcome. But I would like to talk about more about Korean Army today. So this is uniform. When I like wear what I like were in the army. It's an old version. Like nowadays the new uniform looks much better. I'm sure you guys saw this kind of uniform in Korean drama, right? Okay, so Suga, RM, J-Hope, rapper. Is girl in Korea military service too? I mean, serve the military service? Is your question? So in Korea, it's a mandatory only for men. So only men have to go to the army, and girls there are girl soldiers in the army too, but only when they want to. So it's like a job for them, but it's mandatory for men. So yeah, as you asked, it is very controversial. Like people are like there are a lot of arguments, and they want to talk about if girls have to go or not. And also a lot of people complain about guys getting more additional points when they get a job or whatever, like for the military service. So it is a very controversial issue. Yes. Okay. BTS girl. Can Indian people be army in Korea? I don't think so. I mean, why do you want to serve a military service in Korea? Maybe you can join your army, no? Tell me about Indian army. Like, is it mandatory in India too? So Winter Bear, okay, how long? So as I mentioned at the beginning, when I was in the army, it was almost 2 years. But nowadays, 2021, it is 1 year and 6 months. Depends on your, how can I say, your position. Like I was in the, how can I say in English? Like a basic soldier. It depends on your, sorry for my English, your job. Like if you are a Navy, if you are like Air Force, whatever, it's just a little bit different. Okay, Anastasia. Hey, Anastasia. Thank you for coming. Okay, how many people are in Korean Army right now? I don't know, but since it's mandatory, so many people. Let me look it up for you. Just give me 1 minute. I don't know if I can find it now. I'm just gonna neighbor it. Neighbor is like a Korean version of Google. Okay. Sorry, I cannot find it quick. Sorry. I'm gonna look it up and let you know later. But I'm sure a lot. usually people whose age between 20 to 30 normally, like go to the army. And I went to the army when I was in the second year of my university, and it was like 21 years old. It is pretty normal, and it is not that good if you go to the army late, because there is like a class. The earlier you go, the higher your class is. So for example, do you see this one? This one? Oh, okay, this one. Let's see. Oh no, not here. So this one. This is the class. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's the highest class, because I finished the army. I have 4 bars, 4, right? But when you just joined, you have only 1, really thin, right? We call it 이병, 이등병. This is 병장. So yeah, 이등병, the lowest class, actually have a lot of stress. They have to listen to their seniors, like this one, and it is really stressful. And yeah, it's just the higher class words are the law. Okay, Anastasia, oh, I look handsome in this uniform. But Korean men really hate this uniform, because normally most of Korean people don't really like to go to the army. I would say more than 90%, because you have to be away from your family, your girlfriend, your friends, and you have to live in the army. So it is really sad. You like waste your young life. Like 2 years of young life. Like when you are 20, you just become an adult. You have a lot of things you wanna do, right? You wanna party, you wanna travel, you wanna date, but you have to in the army. You have to be stuck. So nobody likes this uniform. I'm a little bit proud of it. I'm really proud of the fact that I served the military service. I can say that because I finished it. But when I was in the army, it was no fun. No fun, seriously. Min, your brother went to the army too? Really? Where are you from? Angel, I remember you. I remember your name. Okay, Winter Bear. If a boy doesn't want to go to the army, what happens? They might, in the worst case, they might have to go to the jail, because it's a law. It's a mandatory. Unless, so there are, some cases you can avoid the army. Like first, like you have to, first, if you are sick. Like second, it's the main reason. If you are sick, like you're too sick to serve the army. Second, you have to have a proper reason. I heard there are some people, who don't want to go to the army because of religious reason, but I don't think they can easily avoid. Just a second. Okay. Let me read. Oh, in Romania, the army is no longer mandatory, really? Really? Until when it was mandatory? I'm curious. In Iran is like Korea. It is military. Oh, is I think in Iran do only guys go to the army? Anastasia, good question. Male K-pop idols are obligated to go to the army too? Obviously, yes. So, okay, good question. So K-pop idols were like actors. They actually, they don't want to go to the army because like youth is how can I say, like their ability to make money, right? K-pop idols, the younger the better. There are not like 40 years old K-pop idols. I mean, there are, but they are less popular because idols, have to be really handsome or handsome, like, and looks really young, and have to look like an idol. But like 40 years or 50 years old idol, that's a little bit weird, right? I mean, I don't mind, but in general, they are less popular. So, in Korea, it was a big issue. A lot of idols, not a lot, but there were some, idols who were trying to avoid the military service, and they like got caught. So, like they had to go through the law thing, and of course the fandom lost their the fandom didn't like them anymore. So yeah, the idols lost the fandom, and the popularity, lost money, power, everything. So after like a few issues, idols actually they just gave up and going to the army. But at the beginning there were some problems because idols with other normal people, it is not that easy. They are like a superstar outside, but when they go to the army, they are just nothing but a soldier with one bar, the lowest class. So like the other soldiers, like bad soldiers, they want to bother them. They want to bully them, bully the idol. So it was also a problem later. So yeah, the government made a kind of new job for the celebrities, so they can actually perform in the army. So they have a different job, like as a celebrity, I would say celebrity soldier. Yeah, something like that. So I think I remember like one person in the chatting, one person asked me about like BTS have to go to the army, and BTS members have to go to the army actually. I'm sad too. I don't want them to go either. But there are also Korean men, and so far there is no law that they can make famous celebrities not go to the army. But a lot of people actually ask. A lot of people are actually, especially the fandoms. But I'm not like an army. I love BTS too, and I think BTS actually is doing a great job, like worldwide, and they are making Korea like a lot more famous, and it is actually a lot of benefit for Korea too. So for those kind of celebrities who are actually very giving a lot of benefits to Korea, I mean there should be a standard, but I think I don't think they need to go to the army because they are doing a lot to Korea already. But you know, I'm sure there are a lot of men who might also complain about celebrities not going to the army. So it can be still controversial too. Okay, let me read the question again. Winter Bear, you are good with this uniform. Thank you. Okay, Soup Money. So girls don't need to go to the army in Korea. Ah, good question. How long does it take to get 4 lines? This batch. Okay, so I have 4 lines. So it means I was in the highest level, highest class. Sorry for my English. And oh my gosh, I don't remember. I think it was like more than 10 years ago, but it's usually like one line is like so each line takes usually 4 to 6 months. So to get so when you enter the army, you have 1 line, and when you after 5 or 6 months, you get 2 lines. Then after 5 or 6 months, 3 lines, then 4 lines. 4 lines, you know, the soldiers who have 4 lines, they get actually really lazy because they can just, you know, tell the other junior soldiers, you know, whatever they want to tell them, whatever they wanna make them to do. Okay. So Sugar RM J-Hope rapper in Philippines, if you want to pass the military service, they will stab your left chest by a pin to test how strong you are. Really? Really? Stab your left chest by a pin like this? Isn't it dangerous? Maybe the pin is like very small, right? Tell me more about it. I'm curious. How big is the pin? Wow, isn't it dangerous? Ooh, okay, so many questions. Another good question. Shinbi, what if you are adopted and move back to Korea? Do you still have to join the army? No. So if you are adopted and let's say your nationality is not Korean, then you don't need to serve the army. Only when you have the Korean nationality, you have to serve the army. But there are a lot of usually there are some celebrities who have 2 nationalities, like for example American and Korean. Like yeah, they just give up the American citizenship and they just join the Korean army because they want to be Korean, like totally they want to be a proud Korean. So they just join the army like to serve for the country, to become a complete Korean. So I'm really I couldn't understand, like, why would you you can just choose the American citizenship, nationality. Why would you? But I don't know, it might be different when you have 2 nationalities, and in Korea it's a thing, you know. It's actually kind of different if you went to the army or not as a man. A lot of men, even though we hate going to the army, because we all have to serve the army we kind of feel different after the army. Like even though we are like, Korean army, no, but still we are like kind of proud, and we feel like Korean men have to go to the army. So if someone didn't go to the army for whatever reason, we are like kind of you know nothing. You didn't go to the army. It's something like that. It's kind of childish, but it's a thing in Korea. If you ask any Korean man who went to the army, they would answer the same. BTS girl, have you ever got shot in the army? Oh, yes. Actually, when I was in a battle with North Korean soldiers, I got shot here, so I almost died. Oh my gosh. I'm kidding. I'm so sorry. I'm kidding. So, I mean, I was never in a battle, and nowadays there's no battle. We only have training. Like we are, how can I say in English? Let me just I mean, because we are in ceasefire between North Korea and South Korea, it is why, the war can happen anytime, really. So it's why in Korea it is mandatory, sorry, it is mandatory to go to the army, but there was no like a battle. I mean, actually a few times, because North Korea, they like to do something silly always. So sometimes they missile toward Korea, not usually toward where people live, like toward like Korean like a ground where there are no people. Then it's the emergency, like for Korean armies. Like I remember, anyway, to answer your question, I've never got shot. Never. And I remember one day, it was like when the ex-president of North Korea passed away, Kim Jong-un's father. And it was an emergency in Korea because we don't know what they are gonna do. So it was a really big emergency. So I had to sleep with my gun, and I had to be like sleep with my gun and in this uniform, because we have to get ready for war. Like because the leader passed away, they might do sudden attack. Okay. Okay, Kushi Despande. Kushi Despande? Sorry if I read it wrong. Do you like to become an army again? Do I like to become an army again? My answer is nope. Nope. No. Never. I mean, it is kind of there are some actually fun memory. I met some good people, and even if it was a bad memory, I also learned like a life lesson there. We say in Korea, you become a real man after the military service. Like we kind of look down on men who haven't finished the military service. So we think we grow up a lot in the army, but yeah, but if I have a choice, I don't want to go. If I have like these 2 years, I would like to travel all over the world, or I wanna experience something, more different, something different. 2 years is like a long time, especially when you are young, when you are like 20 years old. So yeah, I never want to go back, and if I had a choice, I would, wouldn't want to go. Kushi, yeah, don't worry. You can ask me any question. Your question was really interesting. Thank you so much. Shinbi, can I even call myself a Korean? Why would you want to? Where are you from? Why would you want to call yourself Korean? So in Algeria, military service help you to be disciplined. Yes. In Korea too. But in Algeria, is it mandatory too? Oh, winter bear. Oh, good question. Do you know do you know the color means? What the color means? In my uniform. Okay, so I didn't learn. We don't learn the meaning of these colors. I think maybe I don't remember, but it's not only in Korea. Like it's almost everywhere. Okay, guys, please answer. What can you imagine from my uniform, from this color? What do you think, the color means in my uniform? Please let me know. Guys, please guess. What do you think the color means here? Like green, brown, like a black, like a kind of yellow. Guys, please guess. What do you think the color means? Okay, freedom. Army Forever said freedom. Winter bear. Green means you're free. Oh. Camouflage. Yes, camouflage. Oh, okay. Oh, you guys all say freedom and unity. Oh. Standards and guidons. Oops, I don't know what that is. Is it English? Sorry, my English is bad. Let me check it out. Oh. Okay. And what else? Don't be sorry, I'm just asking you guys, please. It's fun, right? Let me read. Discipline. Okay, then. Okay, so you guys might be right, but most of like army uniforms either like this kind of green, or if you see like some American soldiers like in Middle East, like they wear this kind of color, right? We wear this kind of color because we don't want to stand out when we are in a mountain or when we are in a forest. It looks like a tree, right? So when you are under the tree, like you can hide very well, really. So like when I was in a training, I wear this uniform, but also I put some, I would say, kind of makeup on, like a 3-color, so it's the same, black, red, green, like this. so my skin also doesn't stands out. I can hide my skin. I like put the makeup here, makeup here, makeup here, all dark. So the enemies cannot see us very well. Because if they see my face this white, like you know, they can see me very well, like from the far away. Because they can shot me like this. Now understand? Okay guys, I'm a little bit hungry. I'm gonna eat some grape, okay? Oh, Shinbi, you're adopted. Shinbi, I think you were in my channel before too, right? I think I kinda remember your name. Diana Clover, how long can you go to the jail for not going to the military? I don't know. I think it depends on the reason, but I don't really know actually. Did you miss Barsha Chiba? Did you miss anyone while being in the army? Ah, when I was in the army. Okay, so when I was in the army, I had a girlfriend. Like she is one of my ex-girlfriends. Actually, she is my first girlfriend. And yeah, like I met her when I was in the first year in the university, and we were still dating even until I was in the army. But actually, she wanted to break up with me when I was like, when I had this class. So it means I had 4 lines at the time. It means I almost finished the military service. But she said she wanted to break up with me. So I was like really, really sad. I was like, I remember at the time, I said at the beginning, in Korea, you have to live in the army. So even if my girlfriend said, "Oh, I want to break up with you," but I'm in the army, so I cannot go out. I cannot go out and meet her and to like how can I say, like date with her again. So I had, even at the time, we couldn't have a cell phone either. Nowadays, I mean, the soldiers can have the phone, but at the time we didn't have a phone in the army. So I had to use the public phone call. And I just called her and she didn't answer. She just said, "Oh, let's break up." So I was like so sad, and I was really gloomy at the time. So the last 4 months, I think, in the army was really, really sad and not that fun. I was just waiting to finish the army, but nobody, I mean my family and my friends, but my girlfriend, yeah, it was like after we broke up. So yeah, at the time I missed her the most than my family too. My family and my friends. Sugar MJ Hope, bye bye. Thank you for being here. Okay, let me read some question. Anastasia, you always have a good question. So, she asked me about this horse. Right? Can you guys see? So, okay. So in Korean army, there are a lot of troops. Like, I'm not sure, there are so many, maybe I think 100. And this is a symbol of my troop. It means white horse. So I was in the troops, then which name is white horse, Pengma. Yeah, it's actually very famous troop. Good question though. Diana Clover. I don't know Zaina or Z. Sorry. Oh, there is another Anastasia. How long were you in the army? What were your feelings when you went there for the first time? Okay, so you probably missed it. I was in the army for 1 year and 10 months, so almost 2 years. And my feeling for the when I went to the army for the first time, it was really scary, really scary. So you know, everyone knows, like my family knows too, I have to be in the army for 2 years, so it is actually very sad thing. So my family, my parents and my sister took me to the base, the training center, I would say, and we were like all crying, and like I was like, Mom, see you, like you can still go out like for a vacation, but not like often, like maybe. So for after the first training, I can go out after 3 months, I think. So I was like, oh, see you in 3 months, because I was never away from my family that long. So, but once I went away from them and joined the training center, the trainers, I would say, the military trainers, when I was with my family, the trainers were really kind to me. So say goodbye to your family, I understand. But once my parents left, they became a devil. They were like, attention, attention, be quiet, be quiet. They were like, so we were like smiling, but once my family left, we were like, so I was like, oh my gosh, sorry. Oh my gosh, it's so scary. The military service starts. Yeah, they were like, they treated us very scary. Yeah. So I remember the first few weeks was really stressful. Oh, sorry, my eyes are a little bit. Shinbi, so can I even call myself a Korean? I think so. I mean, I think so. You have a Korean blood, no? I'm in forever. Bye bye. 카니스 파테마. 저는 방글라데시입니다. You should say 저는 방글라데시 사람입니다. 방글라데시에서 왔어요. 카니스, thank you. Your uncle went to the army, Anastasia. Oh, interesting. Is it mandatory in your country? This one? Winter Bear, you asked me this one? I think it's a symbol of... I'm not sure actually. It might be the symbol of the army. Sorry, it was not that helpful. Okay, Kushi. What can you say army in Korean? In Korean. Good question. In Korean, 군대. 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 Okay? Army in Korean is 군대. Guys, repeat after me. 군대. 군대. Okay, some chant. Will BTS next year go to the army? I don't know if they go to the army next year, but they will have to go very soon. I'm sad too. BTS did a lot. Winter Bear, yes, perfect. Perfect spelling. BTS means a lot to me too. Because when I traveled abroad, a lot of foreign friends welcomed me just because they like BTS, so they like Korea too. So I'm nothing but just because I'm Korean, they welcomed me so much. So I really don't want BTS to go to the army either. Yes, Kanis, you spelled it right. But if you can type in Korean, please. Oh, yes, yes. You guys find very well. Can you read? It's the other way. It should be like this way. It's mirroring. It's my Korean name is Ka Hyun Seok. Ka is a very unusual last name actually. Kani transform English? Like what? So Anastasia, yes, Kadul is my nickname. So most of my close friends just call me Kadul. And also I didn't want to use my real name for my channel because I'm shy. And also I don't want my how can I say? I don't want people like notice me. I am a YouTuber. Like for example, at my work, my coworkers don't know if I have a YouTube channel. They don't know at all. I never talk about my YouTube channel. Only my close friends know that I'm a YouTuber. Okay, I will type my English name in English, okay? Yes, secret. Guys, look. I don't know why, but my head got bigger. So this cat doesn't suit me anymore. It's too small. Oh my gosh. Too small. My head got fat. It's like I wore this when it was like 10 years ago. 2009. So more than 10 years ago. I became too old. Oh, Anastasia P, your videos help me a lot. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it because I don't do much, but I get a lot of love and support from you guys. Anastasia Popovich, Popovich. If it's uncomfortable to you, just don't wear it. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's not that uncomfortable. And also, I wanna show you the perfect uniform. Kush, are you on BTS Army? I am not, but I really love BTS. I'm just not an army. But yeah, I mean, I just didn't join the fandom, but I really like BTS. Canis, thank you so much. My English is good. Winter Bear, I think I answered it earlier. Do you like to come back to the army when I was younger? No, never. Sorry, I would never go back. If I had a choice, I would not go to the army. Good question. Jiba. What did you miss about army? Good question. What do I miss about army? I never thought about it because I never missed the army. But if I have to choose one, I miss about the healthy routine. So in Korea, there is a schedule every day. You cannot have a free time. I mean, you have a free time, but you have to follow the schedule every day. Like you have to go to the bed. You have to go to the bed at 10 p.m. every night. 10 p.m. is a rule. But you don't need to sleep. But you have to be in the bed. You have to be in your bed at 10 p.m. and you have to wake up at 6 a.m. So go to bed at 10 p.m. and wake up at 6 a.m. every day. Every day. Isn't it crazy? Ooh. But yeah. But because I had the how can I say, healthy routine, healthy schedule, go to the bed at 10 and wake up at 6 in the morning. It's a really healthy schedule, right? Go to bed really early, wake up really early. So at the time, with a lot of trainings and workout, I gained a lot of muscles. Now I look, like ajashi. I look like just normal. I'm not fat, but I don't really have as much muscle. But at the time, I was really, really healthy. Like, I was kind of like, I think not so much muscle either. 시원 씨, 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요, 시원 씨. Good question. What can you say uniform in Korean? You can still say uniform. Like we use English word to uniform, but we call this one 군복. 군복. 군 means military, and 복 means uniform. 군복. Repeat after me. 군복, 군복. Chimi. I like South Korean army. Really? Why? Winter Bear. No. 군, 복. 복. With 기억. 복. Yuna P. Can girl join the Korean army? Nope. I mean, they can join the army, but it is not mandatory. So Kush, how you feel from quitting the army now? It is amazing. It is amazing. I finally have a freedom. I can oversleep. I can do whatever I want. But in the army, I had to follow the rule. Like, it's not my type. I don't think I can become a soldier. Should be a good question. What did I eat in the army? When I was in the army, it is just a normal Korean dish. So rice every day with a soup. The menu is a little bit different every day. With the soup like a 된장찌개, 김치찌개, something like that. And with some side dish like a meat or some vegetables. But there were sometimes like a special menus like hamburger. But it's not like as yummy as McDonald's or whatever. It's just like a military burger. If you find it on YouTube, you can find it. Like it is called 군대리야, because it's mixed word with 군대, which means which means military, and 롯데리아. 롯데리아 is a Korean version of McDonald's. 시원 씨 감사해요. 저 잘생겼어요? Okay, many questions. Okay, military in Korean is 군대. And brother and sister in Korean is actually it's difficult because depends on like the relationship. For example, if someone is younger than me, if they wanna call me, if he's a boy, they call me 형. If it's a girl, they call me 오빠. So Shiwan Shi, is your army life same as the real man? What do you mean? Can you ask me the question again? I don't really get it. Yes. Do every man? Yes. Does every man has to go to the army? It's mandatory. Kush, do you make friends in the army? Kush, yes. Yes. Actually, we meet a lot of good people, good friends. We make a lot of good friends in the army. I met some really nice friends too, and I'm not in contact with them anymore because it's after 10 years. So like at the beginning, after we finished the army, we were like a meeting. We had some food together, but not anymore. We are all busy with work. Hey, Anastasia. 아누샤, 어떤 한국 드라마를 좋아하세요? Unfortunately, I don't watch Korean dramas because they are too good. Too good. It's too addictive. Korean dramas are super fun. Seriously, really addictive, and the plot is amazing. It is why I don't watch, because once I get addicted, I'm sure I know I'm never gonna stop it. So I know it's gonna ruin my life. Kush, what's my age? There's a question for you. Guess my age, guys. I'm sure some of you know my age already, right? Sean Shi are Real Man, the variety show. The Real Man, the TV show. 진짜 하나이. Okay, I will tell you after telling my age. Wow, do I look like 20s? You are like the fake maknae in a K-pop group? Really? Fake maknae? Okay, so, Kanis, you got it right. I'm 32 years old. 32. I'm an old 아저씨. Teachy, do I look older? Older than I am? 33? I'm 32. No, I'm not married yet. I said 32 years old. I'm 32 years old. Oh, guys, thank you. I like to hear that I look younger than I am. But I became too old. Sam Chan, what's the normal age of Korean girl to marry? Usually nowadays it became a lot older. So nowadays it's around like more or less 30 years old. So I think people think it's a perfect age to get married, like 30, like 28 to 31 or 32, something like that. Shiwon Shi, did you dance in military too? Good question. Okay, guys. I really like to dance, and as you see in my in my YouTube channel, I upload also dance videos. I don't upload as much nowadays, but I do dance every weekend, like 3 times a week. And yeah. So to answer your question, when I was in the army, I was not interested in dancing. It hasn't been that long, so it's been like around 3 years since I started dancing. Anastasia, my cousin got married at 19 years old. Whoa, really? So early. That's too early for me. Mohammed Hamza Nora, you're cute. Oh, thank you. 고맙습니다. 이누샤, 한국어 학습 영상 좀 해주세요. At the beginning in my channel, I uploaded more videos about Korean, but actually I'm not a qualified Korean teacher. So I know there are a lot of better Korean teachers, so I think it's better for you guys to watch their videos because I'm not a professional. I sometimes upload about Korean language, but usually something related to Korean culture just for fun. So it might be even wrong. So I don't want to give you wrong information. So nowadays I upload more about Korean culture, and I like it more too. It's more fun. Wow. Anastasia, wow, your family got married almost like 20 years old. Ooh, okay. When do you want to get married? Mohammed, Kadul, are you single? Yes. No, actually, I have a girlfriend. Kanis, 감사합니다 means yeah, thank you. Yes. 감사, okay. 감사합니다. Anastasia, you want to get married 25 to 28. Oh, that's good, I think, too. Wow, Shiwan Shi, you got married at 20. Ooh, that's so early. Do you have also children too? Okay, Kanis. Okay, you asked me many times. Please tell me Ayesha Shidikwa. Ayesha Shidikwa? Did I pronounce well? Is that your sister's name? Okay, what is sorry in Korean? There are a few ways, but you can say 미안해요. Okay? Oh, Shiwan Shi, you have 2 children. Ah, how cool. They might be really lovely. Which time do Korean people have their bath? What do you mean bath? Bath? Why suddenly bath? I don't get your question. Wow, it's been over 1 hour already. I might go in 10 minutes. Guys, so ask me any question. It doesn't need to be about Korea. It doesn't need to be about army. 이누샤, 인도를 방문한 적이 있으니까? Have I been to India? No. But I really want to go. I love to go. After this pandemic, I will go traveling all over the world. I will go to travel your countries, okay? India, Romania, like wherever you guys invite me. Ria, Tanisha, some chant, Ria and Tanisha. Is there any good apps that's good for learning Korean? I like the language exchange app. I forgot the name. Let me check it out. Hello Talk. Hello Talk. Hello Talk. I used Hello Talk to learn English. You can find friends there. 임시원 씨, 인도 음식 좋아하세요? Yes. Oh, she asked me if I like Indian food. Who doesn't like Indian food? In Korea, there are a lot of Indian restaurants. I love naan, the bread, with butter or garlic. Oh, they are so good. Shamita, which time do Korean people have the shower? Why are you curious about that? Just whenever we want. But usually it depends on the person. Like some people just take a shower right after work, or some people take a shower before the bed. Have you tried Malaysian food? I don't think so. I've traveled to Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Philippines, but I haven't been to Malaysia. Ooh, I really want to go. I want to go to Kuala Lumpur. It's really popular in Korea. Anastasia, do I know Moldova? I heard Moldova, but I don't know much about the country. Is it really good? What's good about Moldova? Shiwan-shi, butter chicken? Have I tried butter chicken? I think so. I mean, I didn't try all the Indian food, but I tried tandoori chicken. Okay, Chanchimi, what is your thinking about BTS Butter? I watched their music video yesterday, I think, 2 days ago. And I like the song. I listened to it only 2 times. But the song is already catchy. Moonlight, na 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 na. Is it right? And also I like their choreography too. I don't know, how can they be always good? And I like their attitude, I like their personality, I like their teamwork, I like their songs, their dance. They are like, I don't know, like perfect idols. And they are all so handsome. Is there a vegan place in Korea? There are there are some, but not so many. But it's getting better and better because there are more vegans nowadays. Anastasia, it's a small country between Romania and Ukraine. Ukraine and Moldova is known for its wineries and also for some singers. And my dad is from Moldova. Wow, really? Ooh. When I heard Moldova at the beginning, I thought it's island. But I guess not. Oh, I would love to go there. I will think about that after this pandemic. Hi. Hi, Mola. Hi, Mola. You're from Turkey, right? Thank you so much. I wanna go to Turkey too. Do I know Greece? Greece? Of course. Who doesn't know Greece? I wanna go to Greece too. It's really interesting country. Wow, Chanchimi, you streamed 100 times? Oh my gosh. Do you guys all like the BTS new song? How do you find the new music, the butter? Suba, sorry, I cannot read your name. I'm a student. Can I audition in entertainment in Korea? You should try. They have a global audition. You should just try. Marhaba. 저도 한국을 사랑합니다. 저도 한국을 사랑해요. This heart and this heart. This is also heart. No. This heart. 와우, 시원씨. 한국을 정말 많이 아시네요. 한옥마을, 경복궁, 광화문, 광장시장, 전쟁기념관. 진짜 다 좋아요. They are all good places to go. You should definitely visit Korea. Anastasia, you like the new song? You guys all love BTS. Thank you so much for the interest in BTS and K-pop. Okay, guys. It's been 80 minutes so far. I'm getting tired and I have some things to do, so I have to say goodbye here. Guys, thank you for joining my live streaming, even though I announced very late, like a day before. I will, upload more videos and I will live stream more often too. So please check my channel more often, tell your friends, okay? And just enjoy my channel. My channel is open to everybody, okay? Guys, then please say 안녕. Guys, 안녕. Oh, I'm sorry. Sean-shi, I have to go. I will do another live streaming very soon. I will probably upload a new video next week and another live streaming and the week after next week, okay? So I will try to do live streaming every 2 weeks, okay? So please see you in 2 weeks with another live streaming. Bye bye.